is a brand new show that just dropped. While the presenters play dominoes, a special guest will be discussing all topics that matter to you. Everything from judicial, legal, health, wealth. Nothing is off topic. The name, you ask me? Domino Effect. Domino Effect. Come listen. It's time well spent.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Whatever time of the day you're watching the show, this is the Domino Effect Show. If this is the first time, this is how we do this. My name is the Padre. Me and my boys are playing dominoes while we have a special guest with us. Today we have Multane E, a very, very knowledgeable person from what?
The banking industry.
The banking industry?
Yep.
Well, because I said I was going to bring somebody and you guys didn't believe me. So, today we have Multane with us. So, tell us a little bit about yourself, Multane.
What's there to say?
Yeah,
I fell in love with the banking industry back in 2015. I came in for a little bit to see what it was about, and then I've stayed in it for about 8 years now.
Okay. Yeah. All right. But, before we start talking about banking, I got to tell you guys a little joke, though. I called Multane.
You got 666.
I called Multane to ask her if she would come here. I heard her ordering a grande.
Yes.
At Starbucks?
Of course. All I hear.
What's a blender?
Ask her.
Apparently, it's the
Which
largest
means that you
size
never.
get.
If you ask that question, it means you never been to Starbucks.
Yes.
No.
You were Domino. You were
Dunkin'
Dunkin' Donut guy.
Okay, all right.
You're a Dunkin' Donut guy.
America runs on Dunkin'. They don't run on. They don't run on
On the Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Wait. Are we doing promotion for Starbucks right now?
No, I'm just giving you guys.
Because they're the best.
Wow, listen to her.
Most people compare Starbucks as like saying American Express versus Visa.
Whoa.
Like
You know what? That's when you know. See, this is when you know you're talking to a bank expert person. So,
is that you?
Dunkin' Donut, it's in Massachusetts. That's where it's built. That's where they start. That's why I love Dunkin' Donut.
I agree.
So I have to support
your people?
My people.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Your turn.
I walk there every day to support them.
So, okay. All right. So, let's start with the show. So, what kind of detail would I need to open a bank account?
Documents mean, right?
Yes.
So the type of documents you probably need to open an account is basically, if you are a U.S. citizen, then you'll just need your driver's license, and it's always called 2 forms of IDs. Your driver's license.
You're letting me see all your hand right now.
Oh, okay.
I like that.
Okay. I can't with this guy right now.
I see a full hand.
Okay.
I like that.
Sorry. So yes, you'll need a driver's license, a debit card, or a credit card that you can use for 2 forms of IDs. And if you don't have that, you can actually use another form. Depending on your age, some people who are 65 or older can actually use their Social Security as a second form of ID, depending on the institution that you're opening the account with.
Okay.
But if you are an immigrant, you do need your actual passport. They will not open an account without your actual passport. And the other second form of ID would probably be like if you have a visa, like an F1 visa. Like if you have your, the temporary work ID, usually has an address on it.
Okay.
You can bring those with you too.
So the next question, do you have to be legal to open an account, or you can, if I don't have like a permanent residence or citizenship, can I just open an account without any?
Basically, can anyone off the street open a bank account?
Well, not with certain institutions. You cannot.
Okay.
Because the first thing they're going to ask you is if you're right off the street. It depends if you've been here for a while, right? If you don't have a place of residency, it's very hard for us to verify where you live. So they probably won't, right? And if you let's say you do have a passport.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure everybody who's going to enter the U.S. has some type of ID on them. As long as you have a passport, but if you don't have a visa, then it could be difficult for you to do that.
Okay, all right. So
But yeah, anybody off the street can open accounts as long as you reside in the U.S.
Oh, wow. Okay, all right. So if I'm understanding this, so anybody and their mama can open a bank account.
As long as you have some type of
ID,
Proof of
proof, any form of ID.
Government issued, yeah, basically.
Government issued ID.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's another
So
question.
let me clarify government issue ID, okay? It's basically like a passport, state ID, state driver's license. Those are what we considered. We do not take gun license. That's not considered.
all
Most
right.
people fight us on it.
But
But that is
No.
a government ID.
the government ID
Yes,
is,
so people would think that, but it's not.
it have to be the state that you're living, or it could be like if someone just come from Haiti but have a Haitian passport, can they open an account with that?
Of course they can. Yes.
But okay, now you say that.
Yeah.
But
Because I'm like, that's not a government issued.
It is.
It is.
yeah, but it is
Yes,
another
but
government.
That's
It's
a
not
government
the
issued ID
from another place,
of
though.
your country.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
but it's
Not
still.
for. So basically, it's any government issued ID. It doesn't matter
Right.
if it's here or another country.
Correct. If you're talking about U.S. or non-U.S. citizens, those are
Yeah, so
different
that
information.
see, there you go. So she's yeah.
So, for
Okay.
example, if like somebody from Brazil comes into the U.S., they can because they have their passport with them, and the other issue ID could be like if they have a license based on if a company accepted, there's different type of licenses in different countries that we accept as
Okay.
the second form of IDs. If they do not have that, then we could not use it. But if they do have, like, for example, an international credit card that still has the Visa logo on it, there's a possibility.
Oh, okay, I
Like,
see.
Berkeley. I think Berkeley is another form of international credit card that they use over there. We could use those.
Okay, the other question.
Barclays.
I got my kids, the uncles, auntie, every Christmas they give them
Your
money,
turn.
and they have all those money in the piggy bank. But when I'm running out of money, I steal some money from them.
What?
I was
I don't know what to say with that one.
I was thinking of opening a bank account for them on their name. Can they do that?
It depends. Every institution is different, right? For example, the institution I work for, we have 3 different type of accounts for kids under the age of 18 or 18 above, right?
Okay.
So the first account is probably called the first banking. The other institution would call it
That's it.
just a basic.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, you passed.
Your turn. Yeah.
My turn.
Yep.
Yeah, so if
So-
you don't have the numbers, you just pass.
Do I have a 2?
Yeah, 4 or 2. If you don't have that, pass.
Pass.
No, you don't pass. You got a 4.
Oh, I got a 4. I
Yeah.
do see a 4. Oh, I see a 4.
All right, continue. Continue.
So, based on like there's different type. There's called
So-
a first banking is, for example, like it's children who are 6 up to the age of 13 years old, where the parent can actually control the account themselves. But the only thing is you can't deposit the money directly into that account. You have to deposit it into your account and transfer the money once it clears to the kid's account. It gives the kids the ability to actually learn better money habits. So they actually get an ATM card and be able to use their account. Once they reach the age of 13, they'll actually have access to see their account online. And that's when you can actually show them like, hey, this is how you save money. And you can control like for chores that you do at home, you can actually set automatic withdrawal to send to their account saying that, hey, you washed the dishes today, so I'm going to set $10 and you send it. There's a spending account and there's a savings account based on the type of account that you want to put it in.
Okay.
And that's based on the kids. So then you have kids who are in high school, right? From the age of 14 until the age of 18. That specific account is called high school checking accounts. And those houses checking accounts are really made for high school students, and they have online access to all their accounts. It's not as controlled as the first banking. So basically they have full control of that account. They're not required to have any direct deposit. They just have to be until the age of 24, 25. Some institutions have the age of 25. Some institutions will have it until the age of 24. So
Wait. My son is right now. My son is 13.
It's your turn.
So you saying he can open an account by himself, or
No.
both the parent has to always be a co-owner on the account until they reach the age of 18.
Yeah, because
in case he's overdrawn, the parent is responsible.
All the way.
Of course.
yeah, I got
But no. Like what she says, my wife and I, we did that for my son, and we did have an account with my son where I was the other person with him. Once he turned 18, we kind of like give him the authorization, and of course I think you have the option. You can give the option. I think the bank give you the option. Ask the kid, do you want your parents to still be able to see it on the account?
To be able to see their account?
Exactly.
I would think the kids would be like, yes, because if they need more money
well,
in
no,
that account, they better,
exactly. Which
yeah,
my son,
I need to make
which
sure
is
that
funny
if your
because my
account
son,
gets low, I'm able to transfer.
exactly. My
Other
son,
than that, what else do you want to say?
I passed. Yeah, my son did option to say yes because of course. You know what I mean? So your turn.
Because they need to be able to replenish that account in case they want. Of course, you're gonna say yes.
Hey guys, pay attention. I think Multane might win this game.
I want her to win.
I don't know. This is weird, guys. You know we don't allow first guests to win here.
So I have a question. So, do you need a certain amount to open an account?
Back in the days, they had a limit, but now because of all the regulations, they do not require for you to have a certain amount of money to open the account. So we educate our clients on how to avoid the monthly service fees. That is what
That's
the
what
amount
killing me right now.
requires. Yeah.
Monthly service
So some people can open an account with $0, but keep in mind you're putting yourself at risk.
She win.
I think I won.
Guys, really? I don't understand. How?
No, that's easy because here when you come to Domino Effect, we try to make sure that newcomers come.
We have to
make sure they win. That way they can come back. You know what I mean?
Well, now she's being cocky, guys.
Don't think that she actually won. You know, we planned this so that
right,
she
so
win.
Courtesy win.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now finish your thought. You say that's where you have your problem with controlling fees.
That's my issue. I have a bank. I'm not doing promotion for any bank right now, but I have a bank account with.
What bank? What bank is it?
No, we're not
I want to
doing
know what
promotion.
bank to avoid. I want him to tell me. What bank is
guys,
it? I need to know.
They charge me fee every month.
I have Bank of America. They don't charge me no fee. None whatsoever.
Guys, we're not promoting.
I'm just saying.
We're not promoting any bank.
They're
They
not paying
must
me.
be paying him.
We have to check on him.
They're paying me in a way where they're charging me no fee. I'm just saying.
People, listen. Remember to subscribe, like this show. Just make sure that we're not promoting Bank of America.
We're not promoting.
Sweet Will is promoting his own thing.
I'm just saying.
After the show, you have to tell us what's going on. You have to.
I don't pay any fees, so I'm like, hey.
So, to answer your guys' question, yes, every bank has a requirement. It could be if you have direct deposit going to the account, a certain amount, that would waive the monthly fee.
That's your
Or you must have a set, for example, let's say the bare minimum, the basic account says, hey, you need to have $1,500 daily average, or do a direct deposit of $500 or more. That's in most institutions is the minimum requirement, right? So if you don't have the $500 direct deposit, what that means is it's coming from your payroll or Social Security. It's like an ACH form. It cannot be a Zelle, or you depositing a check. No, that's not how we're avoiding.
So direct deposit basically every week type of thing that Adam.
Wait. Okay, repeat that for our viewers again. What you just said. You said something about an account that it's 1,500 or what was
Most
that?
accounts has a minimum requirement. It gives you a couple of options, at least 3 options. The first option is either have direct deposit, which will avoid the fee. The other one would be a mere minimum of, hypothetically speaking, $1,500 monthly balance, right? Or they could say it's a combined balance if you have an investment account or a joint account, which that means it's like a savings account in addition to it, a combined balance of like $5,000 or more, right? So that would avoid the monthly fee. So if you were to fall below, like let's say $1,499, you will get that monthly maintenance fee. Or you didn't have up to $500 direct deposit, you will get that monthly maintenance fee.
So sounds like we know why. We know why that. So wait. So now we know why Sweet Will don't get charged.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I don't want to hear none of that.
Let's go further. With that. Let's go further with that. Back in the day, if you sign a check and that check got bounced, either the charge person that write the check or your bank got charged. And it seems like I don't see that anymore. If you sign a check and you don't have enough money, They just take out the money and you owe the
Are we talking about an overdraft protection?
overdraft protection. How that work?
So there's different type of overdraft protection based on the institution, right? Some institutions say, hey, you can give us consent to pay your bills, but you're also acknowledging that we will charge you the 35 or whatever the amount may
fee,
be
yes.
per transaction. So hypothetically speaking, some institution will say like, hey, you have the ability to swipe a debit card. You don't have the money, but we'll pay it. But let's say, for example, you bought a soda for like $2.58. This soda now costs you $37.58 because you said yes. But if you choose to not have overdraft protection, so the next time you swipe or write a check, you don't have that amount, it will bounce that transaction or that check.
But you still get paid. You're still gonna get
charged,
charged
right?
at $35.
Correct.
So either way, you gotta make sure that you got money on the.
I'd
on the account.
rather than pay it than charge me.
Yeah.
If you're gonna charge me $35 anyway,
as
you
well
might
pay
as
it.
well just pay it. It
Exactly.
is what it is.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'd rather you pay it. Me not being embarrassed, my car being declined. You know what I mean? Let's say you with a nice little honey. You on a date.
But there's a threshold.
You want to make sure. You want to make sure your car goes through.
She just said no.
Yeah.
She says there's a threshold. Okay, so
you know.
guys, no. She said she made a comment here. So what is the
Not that
threshold?
easy.
What
We're
is?
not gonna swipe and decline like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
what is the what is the limit
Again,
there?
it's based on the institution, right?
Okay.
So you can base your threshold of what you want them to set for the overdraft.
Okay.
However, there are certain transactions, regardless of what amount you have in your account, that the institution will pay for you.
Okay.
But we're not allowed to tell you what it is, so these people do not do it.
Oh.
However, it is one of the most important transactions that is necessary, right? But if you're just buying a soda or you're trying to put gas in your car and you override the overdraft protection, we're going to decline it. But automatic payments and things like that, depending on what they are, we will approve it.
Oh.
Okay.
So basically, if it's $2, they'll be like, all right, I got you. If you put in gas, they already know the gas might be over the $35 threshold because they're paying $35 fee. If you're going over that $35, they'll be like, we're declining. Because now,
that's not what she's saying.
No, that's what I'm saying. If you can't afford $35, they're going to be like, you know what? We don't need to go over that.
That's not
$2,
what she's saying.
I got you. But over $35, we know you poor.
Dude, that's not what she's saying.
All right.
Okay.
We want to let our viewer know that
If you poor, don't open a bank.
Everybody that we invite in the show, it's because they're knowledgeable of what they're doing. That's why we invite you on the table. So when we invite someone here, it's because we know your ability. From your point of view, how many type of account exists or for people to? Can you suggest to people to?
I would.
Our viewer right now.
When you say accounts, do you mean deposit accounts? Do you mean certified, like a CD, or do you mean like investments? Like there's different types.
I would like to at least in some point about all those type of accounts. Like
We're
CDs.
not going through all that. We're not. You
First
gotta
of
pick
all,
one.
first of all,
We're not gonna be like. We're not gonna be like, yo,
first
give us a hit of all the accounts. Like we're not doing that.
Actually, we
We're
do
not
ask
doing that.
that
Just pick
question.
one.
But see, listen,
I would love to know about the CD account.
She said no, but see, but I understand what he's saying, and I understand what she's about to say because listen what she says. She says when somebody walks into the office, they normally say they only ask what type of account you want and how many accounts are you trying to open. Is that correct?
Yes, we try to deep dive and like we call deepening the relationship, asking the know your client information, right?
Yep.
So part of the account opening process, which is also part of federal regulation, we have to ask you all these financial information to really understand how and what you plan on using the account for, right? Mm-hmm. So, for example, we want to know where this fund is coming from.
Yep.
Like where's the fund going? The reason why is because there has been a lot of fraud, money laundering, things like that has been happening. So they put an extra precaution when it comes to opening the account. And sometimes banks will actually, most people don't read this in the deposit agreement disclosure, the bank
Because
states.
it's a small print.
No, it's
Yeah,
there.
you can't see it. You need a microscope. You need a microscope to read it.
The bank
Exact-
does say we have the right at any point to end our relationship the same way you do.
Yep.
Right? So if the bank feels that you are at risk to them, they can end it and don't have to explain to you why.
Now that
Right?
you said that, now
So-
that you said that, okay? Now, what happened? Now, because you say that, they have the right to end our relationship. Do I get my money back?
Of course you do. They cannot hold
And
your
how
money.
how fast do I get my money?
It depends on why they froze the account.
Ah, see, look at you. Yeah, see, See, okay, we can listen to this. If I got $150,000 on my account, right, and the bank decide to just say, hey, all right, I don't wanna do business with you no more, right? And I walk in, they tell me that, and I said I want
get
my
my
money
money right
now.
away?
Exactly,
No.
You cannot.
You're the one that stop it. I'm not the one who chose to.
exactly. You know what I mean?
I know, but again, they need to finish their research in the relationship and issue you the
What
check.
kind of
Again, it's all
research?
about
Investigation.
No,
See,
investigation.
But listen to what
So,
she
This
just
is
said.
why there's a mattress. They create a mattress. You cut a hole into the
Where
mattress,
is going to the bathroom?
and you put your money in there.
you can.
That way, no one can tell you what
You know,
to do
that,
with
that dude
your
is
money.
Old school dude.
I know. He's
You
young.
You
He's
open
young,
the
but he's
mattress
old.
on the side. You cut a hole and you put your money in
He's
there.
young, but
He
he's
has an
old.
old
That way,
mentality.
I know.
the bank don't give you no problem, no
Sweet Will.
stress.
Sweet
But
Will.
the bank does
Okay.
have at least a couple,
Okay.
at least 5 to 14 days to issue you a check
Okay. Thank
to
you.
give you back your money.
All
you do
right.
not keep your money at any point,
Whose turn?
Okay.
unless it's a
Your turn.
fraudulent check.
Okay, now I know. All right, I know what you're talking about. Okay, so now let me ask you a question. So what happened if I withdraw my money on my account before I'm supposed to have? I mean, if I don't have any money on my account?
You mean overdrawing your account?
Yeah.
It depends. Are you trying to say like you overdraw on your account because let's say you have $100 in your account, but all your transaction went through and you now have a negative of $23?
Yeah.
So whatever the last transaction that causes that account to go negative, that's the only one that will be charged the overdraft fee.
Wow.
That's a scam.
Wait,
No.
no, hold on,
No.
that's not no, because I know some banks that they will
Don't
keep.
mention any bank.
I'm not.
I don't know.
Legit.
Yeah, I'm not going to mention any bank. That bank.
He said that bank. He says that bank.
They will continue even if your
Will,
account.
let me see what you
Even
got.
if your account is negative, they keep paying and paying, but they'll charge you. Like if there's
Yeah, but
3,
there's
4
listen to
items
this.
in there.
I think there's a law.
they'll
I mean,
pay it off.
there's a
They
law.
did.
No,
They'll pay it off.
there's a law.
No, but now,
There's a law.
now
There's a
now
law.
there is where before you
They
can
didn't.
have like 10 items. It could be like you can charge multiple $1 bill, and they will cover that, and still charge you the $35 and whatnot.
Yeah.
I think things have changed. So yeah.
So most, like for example, that's a great question because a lot of people don't know that. In the, I think about a couple of years ago, most banks got sued and they had to, like redo the way they do business with the overdraft. Some banks will say, hey, I'm only going to allow you to have 4 overdraft per transactions, maximum amount. Everything else is going to be declined with no extra fees, right?
Yep.
Because the other banks were making. Sometimes people would owe $300 to $400 in
Exactly.
overdraft fees.
Yep.
And the argument was like, if I didn't have the money, then why did you approve it? Right?
Because
You
they
did
were
it
making
because
money.
you had
Yeah.
money.
They were making money. They were making money off you, especially when you were
Because
young,
they're
like a
charging
high school student
$35.
and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Because I remember
No, you
back
can't
in
play
the.
that. You can't play that because it's 6.
I guess doing that on you.
Exactly. You can only play here.
So
This
how
is
do I-
not.
pass,
This
you pass.
ain't.
Why
This
do I
is
do
not.
it
This is not.
Pass.
This ain't
not
your
the bank.
This
You
is
can't do
this
anything.
is not
There's
your
nothing
bank.
you
Try
can.
to do it. This
Listen,
ain't.
this is not your bank,
One,
okay?
this is not your bank. 2, this ain't Burger King. Your way, right away. They ain't doing it like that out here.
Okay? Guys, my turn. Okay, everybody pass. I close the game, and I have 5 points. I win.
That's a chicken move, bro.
That's not my problem. I'm not allowing Multane to win. There you go. See, she got 8 points. I'm not allowing Multane to win. I don't care if you got double six in your hand.
That's a chicken
Exactly. That's why you.
You had the double six.
That's right.
Why you took you so long to put
It's
the
not my
double
problem,
six
because
down?
I never put any six
Jesus
out.
Christ.
That's right. I'm not allowing that. Multane can't come here, right, for the first time to
And
win.
went twice?
Come on, man. We can allow that. So Multane,
Yes.
what else can we do with my bank account?
When you say do you mean like can I do wires?
Yes,
I
can
do
I-
online banking?
Yes,
Zelle?
because lately there's a lot of things that people can do with
Zelle, cash.
yeah, all that. What can you know? Yeah, you know what I mean?
With the bank account, we advise our clients to be very careful putting their account information on Venmo and Cash App, because if you notice, Cash App, if somebody has access to your phone, it doesn't ask you for a code to access it, and they can just wire that money.
Anyway, yeah,
draw that money automatically.
I like that.
And the bank itself will not pay that back because you technically gave them authorization to
do
withdraw
that,
that money out of
exactly.
the account.
That's
Yes,
true.
it gives you the conveniency to bank anywhere, at any time, anywhere, but you have to be very careful what you do, right? But yes, it gives you the ability to travel the world with your account, like debit cards, access it anywhere in the world through your mobile banking, online banking. It also gives you the option of, if you in the future you ever wanted to do investment, it actually gives you the information on that. It also talks to you about some banks will actually pay on your behalf on a service to monitor your credit and teach you about how to improve your credit score.
Okay.
And like if you're purchasing a home, teach you how to save for whatever you may saving for, you plan on
Okay,
saving
that
for.
way you
So
can
there's a
use
lot of
them when
ways.
you're buying a house. You can use them to.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you are inputting your information in the system, but it's also educating you because these resources were not available to people in the past. A lot of people are like, oh, I want to buy a home, but then they walk into a bank and they realize I can't afford a $600,000 because my debt to income ratio is completely different than what my image looked like.
Yeah,
I thought I was
yeah.
gonna have.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's the perks of having a great. Depending on the balance that you have, there's certain levels of tiers of services that you will get from banks.
Okay.
And from institutions. So most banks will say, look, if you have anywhere between $100,000 to $200,000, you would qualify for this tier. With those tiers, you get special benefits. I'm not allowed to speak on it because most banks have
Different
great
type.
benefits.
Okay.
Which bank? Hold on, which
We're
bank
not
has-
gonna talk about
which
banks.
bank
We're
has-
gonna talk about
Which
that.
bank is phenomenal? I need to know.
I actually
That
way I
have
can
both
make moves.
competitors.
I need to make moves.
We're running out of time right now.
Yes.
But you are very knowledgeable of what you're talking about, so we wish we can have you for
Back.
more time, and we hopefully we have.
If
you
anybody,
back again.
if anybody have any
Two
questions and
minutes,
stuff,
okay.
you watch the show, you got any questions, please put your comments and whatnot in the bottom, so that way we can invite her again and ask those questions. That way you get the right information. Again, anybody we invite here,
We have a
they
lot
are
of questions.
they are very knowledgeable in their field and stuff like that. So if you have any questions, please, you watch a video when you feel like you got any questions. Again, in the bottom, write your questions. That way we can invite that person again and ask those questions. That way you get the proper information. Again, we appreciate your love, your what is it? Your
support.
you subscribing, your support and whatnot. Again, thank you from Domino Affair.
You got anything to say, Padre?
No, man. I have one last question. It's about time. It's about time.
He's like, why are you trying to end the show?
Exactly.
I still got a question.
It's about
Hold on.
time. It's
He's
about
like,
time.
I still got a question.
It's about
Hold on.
time.
But what
This
is
guy
your question?
always have one last question.
That's your question.
Yes, yeah, I know. That's why I wanted to do that. Can I open an account, right? If I owe another bank.
We no longer really temporarily. I don't know if we still use check system. Is what we used to check to see what institution you owe the money to see if you're eligible to open the account. Nowadays, most banks will require it's based on your social security.
Nice.
Score.
Which means they don't give a damn if you owe another bank $1 million.
not all banks,
They
some
are
banks.
ready to
She
say,
said
hey.
some
Some
banks.
banks.
She said some banks, dude. Not
Some
all.
banks.
She said some banks.
All right, cool. List them out. So
I'm
that
not allowed to.
so our viewers know. List them out.
But yes, you can open a bank account. Again, it's based on how you times it.
Okay.
All right.
Multane, thank you very much for coming.
problem.
It was a pleasure having you. And everyone, Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, and please make comments.
Yep.
Good night.
Thank you.
Peace.